You know, one of the biggest challenges facing salespeople is fear. Sometimes we're just afraid to ask for the order. I don't know why that is. Maybe we're afraid we're going to offend somebody or somebody all of a sudden isn't going to like us. But the reality is, if you're going to be successful in sales, you have to prosper in the face of that fear. You have to learn to ask for the order despite the fear. And listen, I know what it's like to be afraid with a customer. I know what fear is like. When I first started selling, I was living in a homeless shelter. I was fresh out of the joint after 13 years. I can remember walking into a lead one time. I walked into the house, and there was not a stick of furniture in the home. The people had just bought the house, and they were doing some home improvements, and I was there to sell a new air conditioning system. Because there was no furniture in the house, the homeowner said, well, we'll just sit here on the living room floor. So we sat down on the living room floor, and I did my presentation. And I spent 90 minutes tugging down on my pant leg, hoping the homeowners would not see the ankle bracelet that was on my ankle. The reality is, I know what it's like to be afraid in a sales situation. I know what it's like to be full of fear. But you have to learn to ask for the order. Will you trust me with this project, Mr. and Mrs. Customer? You have to learn to ask for the order despite the fear, in face of the fear. Listen, I may not get every deal I go on, but there's no way I'm ever going to go home to my wife and my children and say, hey, we can't do private school anymore. We can't go to Disneyland anymore. We can't do this. We can't do that, because I'm too big of a chicken shit to ask for the order in the face of fear. You got to get the deal done, finish the deal, and ask for the order.